Thank you.
Yeah, boy.
That was loud in the business.
I didn't know that Zoom did that.
Excuse me. Welcome back to the Can I
Make
Kick
sure
It
you
Pod.
can't record anything incriminating.
I don't know, have I done something intimidating yet?
No.
Welcome back to the Can I Kick It Pod. We back
What
at
up?
it. Raptors, Philadelphia 76ers reaction. I'm back here with the boys. Y'all go through it. Introduce yourselves, man.
Kyle, the sports guy. You know what it is.
Yes, yes. City of August, August James. Brooklyn hater.
Listen, everybody here hates Brooklyn, okay?
Not more than me.
Hate?
That is a fair assumption.
I don't hate them, but all right.
I don't hate them. I hate on them with consistency.
Okay. Hate on is different than like hating, you know what I mean?
So we can't bring you to Brooklyn then. Like we can't go hang out in Brooklyn, like, right? Like
Of course we can. I hate on the team, not the city.
This guy's wearing Brooklyn net colors right now, yo. See the black do-rag with the gray hoodie?
Sorry, Brooklyn doesn't have a trademark on these colors. Or else I'm a fraud.
How you guys feel about the game? It's a good win tonight, I would say.
Raptors, baby.
Smiles all around.
I know.
Nice, comfortable win.
Very, very entertaining win. I feel like the first 4 games is just on your heart, yo, because everything was so close in the fourth quarter. This game felt a lot more comfortable. You would see, Philly go on an 8-0 run, and then Toronto just come back with a next 8-0 run, and then we're back up double digits again. So, I like those types of wins because the first 4 were very, very just tight.
All right. So you want to elaborate on what you like in particular about this win?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, obviously, like Pascal, what I'm seeing with Pascal right now, he's looking like an all-around player with strengths in a lot of those different all-around attributes.
Yeah.
He's going in and out with the ball, scoring at the brim, outside the paint, within the paint, also making really great decision making when he gets into the paint. Dropped 13 dimes tonight, and it felt like all those dimes just looked nice. It just felt good. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you're the fourth guy that you touch the ball and is just swinging it around on the 3-point line. He's actually the one making it happen, setting up the dime, So I really, really like what Pascal showed us tonight for 3 quarters. With the all-around game, the fourth quarter looked a little tired. So, I don't want to get on my man Nick Nurse, but, Pascal looked a little tired in the fourth. He was just dishing. He really didn't have the legs to score. But, that's nitpicking still. It was a really good performance by Pascal.
Sure. What about you, August? What you like, man?
I like the fact that it was a nice, comfortable win. From jump, the Raptors, it wasn't their usual slow start. They scored over 60 points in the first half. I'm so used to watching the game and seeing that the Raptors got somewhere between 48 and 54 points, but they actually crossed over 60, had a double-digit lead going into the half, if I'm not mistaken. Everything was in rhythm. Nothing felt forced. Pascal, I loved that PJ Tucker tried to get under his skin, and he knew how to respond. He knew to put the ball in the fucking net and then turn and let him know that he did this. That's what it felt like right there.
Word.
And then outside, Pascal is the obvious. Like I could keep talking about Pascal, but outside of Pascal, I like that Fred kept pushing the ball down court. Fred kept attacking the paint. He wasn't really going at the rim. Every single time he attacked the paint, they would close down on him, and he'd find a shooter on the outside, whether it's Gary Trent or even OG. Gary Trent, I think he only missed one shot in the third quarter.
That boy on fire.
It just felt good. Chris Boucher
Respect on the name, boy.
Chris Boucher had 13 points off the net. Precious Achua came in and closed out the game. I like that they're bringing in the rookie, but he's not necessarily in the position to close out the games yet. I don't know. It was just a feel-good win. I'm ready for Friday.
That's what's up. Kani.
I agree with both of you. That I like the dog. I like the dog and Pascal right now. Like, you know, you not just say this personal as fuck. I don't know who said what to him, but he cooked PJ Tucker. I never see nobody jaw with PJ like except for Kevin Durant. So your confidence must be like through the roof for you to be out there just jawing like that. And I think what I like about most is yes, it is Pascal based, but I like that he's asserting his role as an alpha on this team, like the alpha on this team. Like I see Koloko miss a coverage and I see Pascal in his ear immediately. Like, yes, Fred is the guy that you kind of talk to, but like right now, Pascal is the alpha. You do not question him. You do not ask him no questions, and everybody's taking a back seat to him. Scotty, Fred, everybody is just following this guy's lead, and I like that because I think when he plays well, I think now they're starting to get the ball moving. They're starting to play off him a little better. So I'm happy for my man because now you're looking. Some people question if he was worth them dollars. It look like he's worth them dollars right now.
I feel like some.
And it ain't me.
I got receipts. So real quick, what do you not like? Let's go with August this time. Like, what you not like, man? What you feeling like? What you see that you didn't like?
What didn't I like? I felt like the Raptors should have put this game away in the third quarter. And defensively, they played a decent game. I mean, they held Brooklyn to under 100. Not Brooklyn. Wow, I'm so obsessed with Brooklyn right now. They held Philadelphia to under 100 points, if I'm not mistaken, or close to it.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was opportunity to really take over that game and put the starters on the bench. Like, there's no reason why that lead shouldn't have gone up to 20 points at some point. And I just felt like every single time they hit that 3-pointer to extend the lead to 13, Tyrese Maxey would come down court with that speed and it would suddenly be back to single digits. And I know I'm nitpicking, but I want to see the Raptors, like, when they have their opponents on the rope, just kill them early and take the bench. That way, to Kyle's point, I don't have to look down at the stats and see that Pascal Siakam played 38 minutes and Fred VanVleet played 40. Outside of that, no, it was a good game. It was a good all-around game. There's no complaints.
All right. What do you feel like, Kyle?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. This is a game that you're kind of nitpicking to find things that you don't like, but kind of positioning yourself as if you are in the locker room, assessing that game with the coaches. There are some things that you can call out. I think the Raptors struggle to guard fast guards. Like Tyrese Maxey was just getting to the rim whenever the hell he wanted. Like he was just blowing past Fred. I think it was even like the first 2 minutes of the game or something like that. Man of them just blew past Fred. But at the same time, we had a lot of length on the back end to kind of challenge at the rim. But I do see it as a little bit of a weakness with some of that on-ball defense with some of the smaller, quicker guards. And Tyreek's definitely got off tonight. But at the same time, that's going to happen. We did a lot of good things defensively where we're able to scheme around the two players that we thought were the most dangerous, which was Embiid and Harden, just throwing bodies at them. But again, I just would have liked a little bit better defense on Tyrese Maxey. But you gotta live with some of those things sometimes, just based on the personnel that we have. But overall, again, I feel like I'm nitpicking this game. It's only game 5. Really good performance by the Raptors tonight.
All right.
I mean, just taking a look at the stats, and I'm back on the positive. It seems like, actually no, I'm nitpicking. We didn't stop Embiid because I'm looking at his stat line of 31 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 personal fouls only. So we didn't get him in foul trouble. We didn't slow him down. Tyrese Maxey played 43 minutes, but got 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block,
He was all over the place.
turnovers. He was all over the place. Um, and James Harden at 18 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. So it sounds to me like their main players kind of had their way when you think about it, because I don't remember us really having them confused or out of sorts. It was we were making our shots, and that's what made it so that they couldn't creep back into the game. So we kept everybody else at bay. I don't know if that means much, but Tobias Harris had 3 points.
Oh my God, they're paying this guy. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Y'all picked Tobias Harris over me?
Yo, where's Buckets at, man? How did he get rid of Buckets and kept this guy? Anyways, Kani, man, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna take a little different approach with this whole like what I don't like thing. What I really don't like is I don't like Embiid like crying like it's a big matchup like come and play, bro. Like I don't even mind that he had 31 because I think it was a tough 31. He got boxed in the face like 6 times. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? James Harden, there was a couple of chippy plays, and because we played him chippy, all right, 18. Tyrese Maxey, I look at him as a point guard. You know what I mean? And that's one of the hardest positions to stay in front of. But I really don't like I like when we play against Embiid. I like when Embiid gives us Embiid. Like, you know what I mean? That makes for a good game. But I just hate to see a guy like that like come in and do a lot of the, the antics. Like, I think it slows him down. I don't think it's a good example for his team. I'd like to see him give a little more. For the Philly fans out there, I'm with y'all, man. Ask for more from Joel Embiid. What do you guys? What is it? 3-1 now?
1-4.
1-4. Like you're a superstar. Pascal's out there cooking you guys.
What, their record?
Yeah.
No, I think they're 1-3. Hold on, let me double check.
Bro, look it up.
Fifth game.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Right?
All right, so the Philadelphia 76ers are 1-4.
I don't like
Who chose them to finish first in the conference? I know it's only game 5, but who chose them to finish first in the conference? I'm just
yo, they're supposed to be a good team, man. They don't have an excuse.
Hold on. Actually, no, let's do this. Because I remember when we had the prediction show. I was behind the camera, so I can really see much. But now here we are, 5 games in for all teams. I picked Milwaukee to finish first in the conference, and I picked Brooklyn, and you picked Philadelphia. So after 5 games, Philadelphia is 1-4. Okay. Brooklyn is 1-3, and they should be 0-4 if you ask me, because luckily they held on and beat the Raptors. And the Milwaukee Bucks are, I don't know, I'm just
3-0.
Yeah, sounds about right. No, let's call it what it is, undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated. They haven't lost yet.
So this early into the season, just based on the start, kind of seems like I might have been onto something.
Come on, man.
It's 5 games into the season. We're disappointed.
Don't do that.
We're not having other flowers yet, all right? Like,
guys wilding.
There's still
3
time.
games in, I'm ready to proclaim it.
You calling that one a little early. You let Patrick Beverly in the first quarter right now, man. All I'm saying is, listen, I just want to see more out of Embiid when you come to Toronto. With all the trash you talked last year in the playoffs, with our history, like you still a Cameroonian, man. I still got love for you because you my people's, but play better. Please. Give me a meaningful 31 so I can actually gloat about this win, because I thought that Philly actually didn't play well. They were down the whole game.
They were down pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, but that was because the Raptors, every single time they scored and brought it close, the Raptors answered. So you got to give credit where credit's due.
I get
it's
it.
not that Philly played badly.
Say again?
They scored 109 points, apparently. It's not that they played badly, but I feel like the Raptors had an answer for every single one of their runs. It never came back with the
the Raptors definitely played well. I'm not saying they did it, man. You know, I just am disappointed to see that that's how that matchup went, and I think there was a little bit of a cop-out. I'm happy with the win, but I also know that I didn't feel the thrill that I usually feel when we play Philly. Tobias Harris was non-existent. James Harden was, you need more from him. Tyrese Maxey,
18, 7, and 9.
And I thought Embiid was subpar, regardless of the 31 points. I thought it was a meaningless 30 bucket, a meaningless 30 piece. It was garbage. It wasn't a great 30 piece at all. He wasn't aggressive. He wasn't in the lane banging. He's complaining a lot. That's
Well,
it. Got cooked.
I think
Cooked.
that's one of the reasons why I like these back-to-back mini-series things now, right? Because now we're gonna see what they really got, right?
Yeah.
Even just from a coaching standpoint, how's Doc Rivers gonna get those guys ready? Because you don't want to come up to Toronto and go 0-2. Like you're here for what 3-4 days and you get nothing out of that. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Embiid takes that personal because we'll be taking it personal as well. We know how difficult it is to go on the road with those mini series, just coming off the Miami one. So yeah, man, let's see what they got Friday.
Joel Embiid, just first, whatever. Shot well from the field, 12 for 17, no problem. But I thought he could have got up more shots. 5. He went to the free throw line 7 times. I just don't. That's not a respectable performance against my team. Like if I'm a Philadelphia fan, I need more out of you. You got to be a little bit more aggressive. And you're a -5 on the court.
We have to look at how Toronto played them too, right? Like we were throwing 2-3 bodies at him every time he touched the ball, just blitzing him, yo.
And what
And
about his defense?
The goal was to get the ball out of his hands.
What about his defense, bro?
I don't think he's a great defender.
I seen
So
him
I
make
don't
that
know.
business decision against Precious Achua, but he had no choice.
Of course, get out the way, bro.
That was it was going in. It was just a question of whether was it going to be and one or not.
Yeah. So you guys think it's a hand, yeah, easy win? We got that in the hand on Friday.
No, no. It's the second game of a back-to-back, but these little 2-game series are sneaky in favor of the road team because it's like see how Toronto went down to Miami and lost game 1, but won game 2. I feel like they're in a better position to win game 2 because you're not flying in. You're already there. You're settled. You're familiar with the arena. You're not trying to figure stuff out, right? Like you've already figured all that out going into game 1, win or lose. Now come to game 2. It is a road game, but it's like a road game. It's like a bubble road game. You're already there. You're not traveling. There's none of that, right? The only travel aspect might be that you pack your bags when you're going to the arena for game 2, but that's the only travel feel to game 2 because you're already there.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no jet lag. Well, I'm assuming you're over your jet lag at that point, if there's any.
I think watching this game, I think we're just going to beat them again. As much as we didn't have an answer for Joel Embiid, Kolokolo played straight up. They threw bodies at him, and I think that they honestly simply do not have an answer for Pascal. He had 13 assists tonight, and now they're going to have to stay home on somebody else. So I don't know where the rest of that coverage is coming from because maybe Tobias will show up on Friday. I don't know where he was tonight, but maybe he'll show up on Friday.
So I would say I think you might be jumping to conclusions a little bit because the Raptors shot the ball extremely well. Like they shot 3-pointers at a 43% clip.
But that's what we've been doing all season, apparently. I didn't know we were fourth in the NBA, 40% from 3.
But like you can't I don't think you can expect your team to consistently shoot balls at a 43% clip. You shoot 3-pointers at 43%.
You don't think the Raptors are going to shoot 3-point shooting team? You think they're that bad? That they won't
No,
have the success?
no, they're not the Lakers. Let's not get carried away. Right?
Yeah.
But like I just mean everything was falling for them in the first half. And that really helped them in that Philadelphia couldn't come back. In the second half, they didn't even have a turnover in the first half. They had 0 turnovers in the first half. They committed 5 turnovers in the third quarter, right? But that first half went perfectly for them. It went beautifully. You can't expect that every time. I like the fact that they put up points in the first half because that's something that they don't usually do. But I would assume that Philadelphia is going to adjust and it's going to be a bit more of a battle because we know talent-wise, Philadelphia definitely has the edge over the Raptors.
Oh, it may be a battle, but I don't think Philly's winning the second game. I just don't see they really tried to stop this guy today. They really tried to stop him. If anything, Pascal has to have a bad game for them. They really have to take Pascal out of the game. And
Yeah, but if they take Pascal out the game, it's very possible that another Raptor has a great game making up for it.
that's what I'm saying. And I don't think they can afford to even come off the ball with Pascal. Like at 13 assists, you're looking around, you got to be going back to the blackboard thinking, well, I got to account for Gary. I got to account for OG. I got to account for Precious. I got to account for Chris Boucher. And Chris and Gary shot the ball really well, but I don't know about the rest of them dudes.
That's a good question.
Well, I'll say this. And
Team
Zoom
shot 54%, so it couldn't be that bad.
Zoom is also telling us we got 10 minutes. So let me just get my little quick thing in. Originally, I thought that this would be a split, 1-1. I'm still thinking it's going to be a split, 1-1. But I would love for Toronto to come away with the victory. I think the next game on Friday will be a lot more defensive effort, a lot more tighter of a game where we're looking at, they go up 3, we go up 3, they go up 5, we go up 2. Like, it's going to be like that type of game. Probably around 100 points, somewhere in there for the winner. But I'm not going to predict what type of adjustments Doc Rivers is going to make, but I would assume that he's going to make some adjustments to, get that ball out of Pascal's hands a lot earlier, not allowing him to get into the paint and find the open guys in the dunker spot, especially when you see where OG was getting those and Scotty Barnes is getting it in the dunker spot and having some easy dunks. You got to take those buckets away if you're Philly, if you ask me, because that's free dunks right under the bucket.
Wow.
Scotty had to pull Embiid away from the bucket.
That's the plan. That's a big boy, though. That's hard to pull him out from the bucket, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. But for Doc Rivers to have to take the ball out of Pascal's hands, it's gonna have to bring Embiid way out of the fucking key.
You could play a zone. Keep him underneath. You know what I mean? There's things that you can do. You see Nick Nurse do shit like that all the time, right?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Scotty Barnes had the quietest 16 points. That was a quiet-ass double-double. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal.
This is what I mean.
No personal fouls, no turnovers.
Yeah, and I think 6 of those were dunks from the dunker spot off of assists from Pascal, yo. He was just getting them all night.
Shot over 50% from the field.
Yeah, bro.
You can't really send that double with Scotty on the floor.
Nope, he's gonna get to the right spot.
The right spot in the rim, and between Pascal and OG, they will find him, or Fred. In fact, the best thing they can do is try and keep the ball in Fred's hands, if you ask me. But, anyways, we've clearly done way more than 10 minutes.
So, anyways, let's wrap it up then, man. Let's wrap it up.
So I got you guys with a split on Friday, and I'm taking the win. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my original.
No, I'm taking the win also. I'm just saying it's not going to come as easy as we're thinking it will.
I'll take that action. We'll do battle on Friday, boys. It's been a spice. My name's Kani.
Kyle the Sports Guy.
City of August.
Bang, bang.
Salute.
Thank you for tuning in to the Can I Kick It podcast. We'll see you on Friday night.